What up, what up, what up? This your boy, Mike James. Welcome to the Mike James 101 Cooking Show, The Blind Chef. Yes, I did say The Blind Chef. I have no vision whatsoever. And I'm doing, today I'm gonna be showing y'all, I'm cooking some lamb chops today. Right now, what I'm gonna do, right now, what I'm about to do is I'm gonna clean the lamb chops. I got some vinegar and I got some salt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the lamb chops into a bowl that I got set into the sink. Each one, I thought these was bigger. They played me. Oh yeah, I got these lamb chops from Chameleons in Buffalo, New York. You know, a nice, a great market that sells great fresh food. You know, I didn't go to a wholesale food, so I'm gonna take these lamb chops out and I'm just gonna stick them in there. Got the lamb chops right here in the bowl right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know what's going on. Chameleons played me. I was looking for the ones that had the little long, little bone or whatever. You know, I think that's the rack of lamb. But these is lamb chops. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean these. I got some vinegar right here. Grabbing the vinegar. And like I said, I do have my serve safe. I graduated from DeVolio Culinary School. So I'm gonna be pouring some vinegar in there. I'm not gonna pour a lot in there. Just cleaning them right now, doing the cleaning process. Because lamb chops is a gamey, fatty meat. And I'm looking for salt. Got some salt right here. So I'm gonna sprinkle some salt in here. I do have a bowl down here. And I'm gonna show y'all how I'm doing it. So this is how I clean my lamb chops. I clean them just like this. So there's some vinegar down in here. Whatever, I mix them up. Mix the vinegar up. Mix it in with the salt. Usually let it sit, you know, for a while. I'm gonna put some more vinegar in there. And like I said before, I always tell people, you know, because people think that I'm lying, that, you know, when I say I'm visually impaired and I'm doing this with no vision. I had an accident back in 2013 where I was shot a couple times, you know, but by the grace of God, you know, I lost a lot of organs. By the grace of God, I'm still here. And it took me 4.5 years to heal. I went into a medically induced coma. When I woke up 6 weeks later, I was visually impaired. So it took me about 3-4 years to heal. And then I had to go through a lot of physical therapy, a lot of just a lot of stuff I had to go through, you know, for me healing. So it was a healing process. And God is good. But back to this food. So I got the lamb chops. So what I'm doing, I'm taking them and I'm rubbing them together with the vinegar and salt. Just rubbing them together, making sure they get clean. You want your meat clean. Always clean your meat with some type of acid, like vinegar or lemon or, you know, salt. You know, it gets all that nasty stuff off it. Yep. So I'm just mixing them around real good. Mixing them around, taking them, and I'm taking them, and I'm just gonna rub them on each side. Rub them on each side. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna let this sit for like 20-25 minutes, and I'm gonna get back at y'all. I'm gonna marinate them, and I'm gonna be chopping some mushrooms and some onions. I'm gonna show y'all the herbs, the spices that I have for this. And I'm also making risotto, so with this lamb chop. So I'm gonna get back at y'all in 20-30 minutes. What's going on? I'm back. I just cleaned off my lamb chops. Now what I'm about to do is I'm about to marinate them. I got some extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna pour some of that on that bad boy. Some extra virgin olive oil just to get them nice. So when they marinate it, they can be good up in the pan. I got some salt. Sprinkle some salt on them. I got some black pepper. Some good old black pepper. Give it that nice little taste to it. Some black pepper. I got some onion powder. get it open. Good old onion powder. Sprinkle that on there. Got some garlic powder. About to make me sneeze too. Gotta hold that in. Garlic powder. And I got the best. What is it? Rosemary. Rosemary make everything. I love rosemary. Rosemary and thyme together is a great component. A great dry herb. It's great. It smells. It just make the house and the meat. It make the house smell good, and it makes the meat taste excellent. So I'm gonna put a little bit more rosemary in there. Yep. What I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna mix that joint around, mix it around, and I'm gonna throw it in a freezer bag, storage bag, and then I'm gonna let that sit and marinate for about a half an hour. You know what I mean? Just so the seasonings get set into the meat. You know, you want your meat to be good. You know what I'm saying? To taste good. And plus with that extra virgin olive oil, when it hits the pan, because what I'm doing with the pan, I'm gonna chop up some fresh garlic. Probably some onions, some butter, and you already got the extra virgin olive oil from the meat. So it's gonna give, with that garlic and that extra onions, with the onion sweat, it's gonna give it a great taste. Real good taste. Now I'm looking for my freezer bag. I'm gonna set it down here. Here we go. Got the freezer bag. Put that bad boy in here real quick, and then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute once this done. What I'm about to do is fresh garlic cloves. I got my lamb chops marinated. I got them on extra olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I got garlic powder. I got onion powder. I got rosemary, black pepper, and salt on it. So what I'm doing now is I got 4 fresh garlic cloves. I'm gonna put some salt on it. The reason why you put salt on it is to break it down quicker. It chops faster. You can chop it faster. Show y'all how I do my little chops. It's kind of hard for me to do it with, you know, these stupid gloves on. So what I do is I just give them a good chop, real quick. And what we doing on this chop is we doing the minced garlic. So what I do is I take it and I chop it down real fast. You going to see how I'm doing it? Yeah. So I take it with the salt, go near it, and I chop it. It breaks it down real quick. And just keep repeating that process until it's chopped down. Once it's chopped down, I got a little mini bowl right here. That's my favorite thing. I'm glad I found it over here. So I'm chopping that garlic down. Chopping, because I'm using some of this garlic for the lamb chops, and I'm using some of it for the risotto. So now that's chopped, I'm gonna move on to onions. Yep, just did fresh garlic now. I got it in my little mini bowl. Now I'm moving on to red onion. I love red onion. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna chop the sides right here. Chop this off, throw it in the garbage, chop the other side. Make sure I don't cut my finger. Chop it in half, go down the middle. Take it, peel the top off. Peel that top off right there. Get the other one, peel this part. Because you want a nice pretty cut to it. So the cut I'm gonna do, and what I like doing, I gotta be careful because I know these joints made me cry. Throw that out. So what you wanna do is, you wanna cut it this way. I'm gonna cut it this way. I'm gonna show you what type of cut I'm looking for. Just like a nice thin cut. And I'm using this for risotto And I'm using this for some of the, oh boy, it's strong. See that right there? See that right there? It's like a matchstick cut, like a little curved matchstick. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna move on to the mushrooms, because I got some baby Bella mushrooms, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that. Yep, now I'm doing another dice. The reason why I'm doing 2 different cuts on the onions is because one is for the risotto, the other one is for the lamb chops getting pan-seared in the pan. So right here, this onions right here, this red onions, is diced. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in a pan. They're going to get sweated out and caramelized with the mushrooms and garlic. So it's 2 different presentations basically. So now I got this cut. I'm gonna move on to mushrooms. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the mushrooms. Now I'm about to work these mushrooms right here. These right here is portabella baby mushrooms. I was looking for the button mushrooms so I can clean them off myself with a wet towel. You have to get a wet, damp towel with cold water and wipe them off, because they're, got that little gamey stuff or whatever. But since these is already cut right now, I can go ahead and take a bunch of these. I'm gonna take a bunch of these and I'm gonna put them on my cutting board, and I'm gonna just chop them down. These is for the risotto dish. So we making a mushroom risotto today to go with our lamb chops. It don't have to be pretty, you can just chop them down, however. But make sure they nice and diced. I always go like this. It's easier for me, being in my situation. So I'm gonna chop these mushrooms down, you see them? Y'all see them? Mushrooms looking good. I'm gonna just keep chopping them down real quick. Once these get done, we're still waiting on our chops in the refrigerator to get marinated and let them season and soak in. And then we're gonna go to the stove and go to the pan, and I'm gonna show y'all how to work these pork chops and do my thing on that stove. I'll see y'all in a minute.